Hello everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin Up demonstrator in Australia. I'd like to welcome you to my Tuesday Facebook Live video. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. Trying to think what I did. I had class. I had a karate grading to go to for, well, kickboxing grading to go to, which all went well. Class went well. Had a lovely time. I prepared for class. I've cleaned up my craft room. It feels a little weird. I've dealt with a few things and they've all gone away, so the craft room's feeling rather roomy, ready for me to make a mess and get crafting. So that's what I'm planning on doing today. So for those of you who I've not met, my name is Ellen Woodbridge. I think I've already said that. I am on the central coast of New South Wales, which is about an hour and a bit north of Sydney, but I do help customers with their Stampin' Up purchases all across Australia. I also have online classes that anyone in the world can purchase. I have all my links to all my social media, to my classes, all those things in the description box below to my blog, all those things. So today, don't forget to say hi when you come in. Make sure you're subscribed and liked, because that helps me reach more people in the virtual world. So today we are playing with the Ness of... I want to say the Ness of Nature, the Ness of Winter Designer Series paper. This has been available to some demonstrators for a while. I could have ordered it early, but I chose not to. It was connected to a demonstrator event, and I've just got the paper. I don't have any of the other products that go with it, but I thought this paper is really, really sweet. I'm going to go through all the designs with you, and I'm thinking of making a non-Christmas card using this, maybe making a more masculine card or just non-Christmas card. At the moment, I'm still trying to do one Christmas card a week and one other card a week. That will change very soon, but I thought I haven't played with this paper yet, so let's grab it out and give it a go and see what we come up with, because there are some gorgeous designs. There are some gorgeous cardinal style birds in here, which are obviously fantastic for Christmas, but that is our plan today. So as always, real-time crafting, real-time mistakes, but real-time fixes. Hey Beryl, how are you? Thank you for popping on and saying hello. Yeah, so I give you real-time fixes. Very rarely does a card or a piece of paper in my craft room go in the bin. I normally do find a fix, and I generally am happy enough with the card to gift it to someone else. As I say, very rare. Sometimes, maybe about once a month, once every 2 months, something ends up in the bin and I go, no, I just need to redo it. But I normally never fully abandon a project. It's just I've learned a lesson and I redo. So hopefully that doesn't happen today, but you never know, never know. So Beryl, how was your weekend, and do you have the Ness of Winter Designer Series paper? Because that is what we're playing with today. Okay, and I just need to flick that back. Okay, do a bit of a zoom here. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Just check how straight we are. We're not too shabby, actually. Sometimes it just works and other times it doesn't. I'm going to get the overhead light so we're not seeing all the shadows, because that is never good when we're trying to craft. Shadows are not our friend. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, this is looking good. I do have some wonderful news. The clearance rack has refreshed today, being the 24th of September. We have had a clearance rack refresh. So that is now all with lots of new products ready to go. Hey Bev, hey Margine. Great, okay. My video seems to be quite delayed on the replay because I've been sitting at my desk for a while. So just let me do another refresh. If not, I'm going to blame the people using our internet in the house. Let's just see how that all updates. It keeps on going back to the same spot. What I might actually do is close that down, go over here and see if that works better. So Bev, did you purchase this paper? Because I thought I'd give it a whirl today, because we can make some quite colourful cards, or we can also make some more neutral cards with this. And right, this looks to be so much better. Okay, I changed browsers to get myself real time. So Ness of Winter paper, colours, we've got a lot of colours. Black, blueberry, bushel, cherry, cobbler, coastal cabana, copper clay, crumb cake, daffodil delight, garden green, granny apple green, grey granite, nida navy, pumpkin pie, real red and shaded spruce. That is a lot of colours, but when you look at this piece, you can see exactly why. So these are 6 by 12 pieces of designer series paper. This is super duper Christmassy. I love that they're all on holly, and this is like a peace bird. They're just gorgeous. And we've got some green stripes. This one is, I don't know, it's just not quite as Christmassy as the other one, but I suppose it's meant to be Christmassy, but the other one does really stand out. So I love the designs on the back. So this has lots of mini birds on it, and I kind of like this. We've just got the little birds, which is just a different perspective. We have Queen Anne's lace on the back, but we do have some birds on the Queen Anne's lace. And this is like a willow kind of thing. Someone's going to tell me the name. Hey Wendy, how are you? You love the colours, Margine. That's good to know. And then we have this really nice birch print on the back. Now this is a double sheet, so you get this on one side here, and then the other side is the same print reprinted. So these are ready to go for card front. So I thought I would definitely cut this up to make some quick and easy cards, and I thought maybe if we kept ourselves to one stamp set for sentiments and use the layering leaves, because it's a gorgeous stamp set. So I'm thinking I might start at the start, and I really like this, so I'm maybe only might make one card front, but that's okay. It's a cut piece of paper, all the same. Okay, and I may even just be able to, so you can see you've got the two birds here, just trim this down a little bit. And I think for a piece like this, just stamping on the actual designer series paper does look just beautiful. I don't think we need much else for this piece. Okay, so I've got that piece to the side. Do I make a Christmas card out of my favorite piece, or do I go more masculine card? Because what I would want to do with this is do like a landscape card, because that will fit more of the creatures in there. I don't want to cut off this birdie's face, so I'm going to cut off this birdie's bottom instead. So you can see how I'm just, I've preserved all birds' faces and just lost his tail a little bit. So you can see how I'm just going through, working out what's inspiring me. Now, there was another one in here that I quite liked. So we may aim for 3 cards. We may. I did kind of like this. A little bit more difficult to use. I think it would be better to use as a piece on a card rather than a card front, because you can get a piece with a die cut and maybe have these 3 birds. Actually, we might be able to cut that. So that's 7 centimeters. So see how we've got lots of birds. It's quite overwhelming when it's like this, but when I cut it into a strip like that, it's less overwhelming and you still do have a lot of interest in the paper. And then I can look at layering this up with some of our other patterns. I think that's a bit bold. That one's a bit subdued, actually. I hoped that one would work, but maybe if I had a mat behind it. Let me see. See, I quite like the tone on tone. Oh, I like that one. Okay, so I've gone through. Are there going to be masculine cards? Maybe, maybe not, but I've gone through and I have chosen what's going to work. If you can hear giggling in the background, it is David and Joy giggling. David's supposedly working. I say supposedly because there's a lot of giggling and not much working. Okay, so let's go here. We've got our 3 cards. Will they be simple cards? Probably. But that's a good thing. Hello, Miss Candy. How are you? Okay. Need to start at the start. So this is what we have grabbed down. I'll probably grab down that trimmer 50 bazillion times, but that's okay. So this is where we're starting. We started with 6 pieces of designer series paper. I am now working with 4. So 2 single ones, and these ones we are going to put together in some fashion. Okay. So just letting this all wash over me, get some inspiration. Now, the layering leaves doesn't have a Christmas sentiment, so I'll have to bring in a different set of sentiments for this one. I'm actually thinking of like greetings of the season. And just stamping on, what's the background to this? No, it is the green though, the green stripe. Stamping, hand cutting out. This one, I definitely want to look for something that best wishes might fit nicely into here. And it is a great thing about, oh, look at that. That fits beautifully there, so we're another step closer. This one I'm not sure. where we're going to cut, but they are definitely the layers. Hello, Miss Cheryl. How are you? Lovely, lovely to see you here. Just playing with some designer series paper. Okay, start at start. We've already got this one going. Now this is meant to be, I think, blueberry bushel. Let's have a look here. Ness of Winter, the blueberry bushel, Night of Navy. Ooh, blueberry bushel or Night of Navy. I'm thinking blueberry bushel might look good, but I think I'm going to have to stamp off onto a sheet of paper first. Is this scrap sheets? Yes, these are scrap sheets paper. And then if the blueberry bushel doesn't work, I can definitely bring out the Night of Navy. I was going to try and open this. I was looking at the comments at the same time. Never try and do that because it just doesn't work. Okay. So is everyone well? Everyone who's just come in, tell me if you have this paper. I'm also making everyone aware that clearance refresh is happening. Yes, that is a lovely, lovely blue with that little bluebird. I don't know what type of birds these are, but I was talking to a friend on Zoom the other day, and spring has definitely sprung where she is, and I could hear the birds having a lovely chat in the background. So that nestled in there quite nicely. I think I'm going to want a few embellishments, but that I might as well embellish them now. But what I am going to do is just start grabbing out all the tools I'm going to need. Hello, Leslie. How are you? Okay, I have to keep on zooming up on Facebook because you girls get a whole flurry of comments, and then I'm there going, oh my God, have I missed any? So yeah, clearance rack refreshes are always fun. So if you've never been around when we've had a clearance rack refresh, basically Stampin' Up go through their stores and they put on excess retired stock onto the clearance rack at up to 60% off, which is, oh my God, amazing. And I even think we have some celebration items that are on the clearance rack. So if you couldn't earn the celebration items back when they were celebration items, you can now purchase them. Yes, I know. The Layering Leaves stamp set has beautiful sentiments. Sorry, I'm sitting here chatting and not getting what I need. So, that is a card front. I'm going to see if it works. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. We will just go elsewhere. I'm not sure that works, actually. I'm even thinking of being very, very basic and trying our white, because there is quite a lot of white in here. So I'm thinking this might just pop beautifully on white, which it does. Let me have a look at that in the screen. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. Just go white. Have a look at what, ooh, I have an idea. have an idea. Now, these are embellishments I never look at. The industrial trinkets aren't going to work. Maybe the champagne iridescent dots. So, let's have a looky-see here in a sec. But let's stick this down. So this is thick basic white cardstock. Now I do pre-score, pre-cut and pre-score my card bases just so we don't crack the cardstock when we fold it. Okay, that's sitting beautifully there. Great. Okay, glue. Glue. I'm not sure if these champagne ones will work, but I've grabbed them out because I thought they may actually look lovely. But you know, you got to try, see what works. This is a super duper quick card. We're letting the paper do all the hard work. Oopsie-days. Okay. Oh, damn. That's okay. This is going to be lifted up. The quicker the better. There we go. I got to the point where I couldn't move it anymore. And that actually happened super duper quickly. Because it's such a simple card, I do kind of want to get it pretty, oh my word. I do pretty much want to get it right straight away. There we go. Now I've got glue all over my hands. Not a great way to start. Hang out as soon as possible, but lives don't seem to work real well. Oh, if you get booted, just try and rejoin. Facebook even does that to me, and it's like when I'm watching the replay, and it's just mine. Okay, I hate opening these because I feel like they're going to go everywhere. Oh, maybe this isn't quite going to work. It's maybe a little too warm and a little too orange. Just want to pick one up. Come on, please. Just pick a couple up. Maybe not. Okay, so they are a no, which is fine. It's all good. Better to check. Put the lid safely back on. Okay, so now we bring out the big guns. So, I'm looking for something. Oh, no. Kind of looking for something a little darker. Oh, I do have blueberry bushel in here. Do we stay with the blue theme? Now, that's peacock. Just going to, oh, I do have just some plain ones here. I'll just keep on going across. I have my pearl, no, they're a bit tizzy. Okay, I think I've got two good options. That's Azure Afternoon. I just want a little something, probably just a couple, not going overboard. I do like these multi-packs that give you quite a few colours in the same. I don't think butterflies are going to work. Okay, I think I've gone through everything. Oh, nice. What are we making for lunch, Bev? Or what are you making me for lunch for when I'm finished? So, I would love to know whether which ones we're using. Let's do a bit of a test. I quite like these smoky slate ones. So they do look great. Even though this is grey granite, it does kind of look nice. I don't know. I think I've got enough blue in here, which is why I'm kind of going neutral. Now, if these are stuck down, we can just very carefully, without popping them off. I just think the blue might be too much. Just show you. Actually, I think I want to zoom in a little bit more. We are just a titch out at the moment. Okay. I think we're good. There we go. I don't know. So the blue is lighter. I'll just show you, because you want to get them on the angle. So that's a blue, has a little bit of tinsel in there, or we have just our grey pearls that I think are quite classic, and I go for the smoky slate rather than the basic grey. I'm thinking these ones are just a bit more classic. But feel free to totally disagree with me. I like to hear what you would use, because everyone does things differently. If I can get this back in the bag. Everyone does do things differently, and there are different reasons why you'd use different things. Okay, so this is and these are matte as well, which is quite lovely that they're not super duper sparkly. Oh, do you know what? I don't want that one in the middle. I don't think it adds anything. I think just the two up there are perfect and just finishes off our card. Of course, Cheryl, of course. I would expect nothing less than for you to rock the boat and disagree with me. Pearls, pearls, pearls. Good. Okay. Now, I will show you a close-up of card one. So, in less than half an hour. Piece of design series paper, ink and a stamp, and some very minimal embellishing, and a beautiful card. And best wishes is one of those sentiments that we can use for anything. So let's swap to our Christmas design. This is probably the most, we do have like Christmas birds, cardinals in there, but I think this is the most overall Christmassy design, which makes it very much a an all seasons kind of designer series paper. Okay, I think I'm just going to go for a Merry and a Christmas and stamp them together and then hand cut them out and put them on here. So we've definitely Christmas. I'm just putting them on the paper, because if I put them on the glass and try and get them off, I'm never going to get the stamps off. Okay, so greetings of the season. Great set. This is in our online exclusives, and it's a great set. I haven't bought any other sentiment sets. I'm sticking with this one because I can do so much with it, because all the stamps are individual. So I could have put the block merry with the Christmas, or kept them merry and then use the more typed Christmas. It's a really, really good mix and match. Okay, scrap paper, basic white scraps. That's absolutely what I want. I wonder, that may be a better size. Let me see. Why cut into a big piece when I've got a nice little piece? Now, did we say that the colour was cherry cobbler? Yes, we did. So, a very beautiful deep red, which I just love. Cherry cobbler for Christmas. Okay, I'm struggling opening this, so I'm just going to grab my bone folder in here, and actually my scissors are going to work better. So what I do, I just pop the end of my scissors in and twist, and that hopefully just releases it enough that I can pop my finger in there and it's going to work. Now, I know these are well-used stamps, as you can see from the staining, but I am going to just play with our placement here. Okay, let me, just put my thumb in it. At least I felt it happening. So this is the good thing. We can just play with the placement. So I think putting the Christmas down first is going to work better. And yes, I like that placement right there. I think that's good. Now, can I make it a little, I'm just testing. That still works. Yes, okay, very happy with that. Now the moment of the truth. And then the hand cutting. God help me. Why did I choose to do hand cutting? Back to the clearance rack. Core color markers. Oh wow, that is an excellent buy. I looked at more the variety than the prices. So that is amazing. So you can see how I made it so they're together, but the ascenders and descenders aren't touching. So that's what I have done there. I am going to grab my, now, paper snips, awesome for hand cutting. I have issues with my hands, so I do use alternative scissors just to make the stress on my hand a little less, because my hair, I washed my hair on Sunday morning and then I had class and my hands were not coping at all because I'd used them so much to wash my hair. Never fun, but I know where I'm going when those things happen. Okay, bear with me here. I do not profess in any way, shape or form to be an amazing hand cuttering person, but I do my best. I like to leave a little bit of, I do like to leave a little bit of a halo. So then it just looks nice. And then if you go too short or too far in or something, no one really actually notices because there's a halo the whole way around. So somewhere like here with the E's and the R's, I like go along and do a bit of a wiggle waggle. So I'm not necessarily matching it, but I'm giving it the look of it matching. Oh, I didn't actually mean to cut off that piece, but I do end up cutting off the bulk as I go along because his scissors kind of drag with it and it gets a little heavy and harder to maneuver your scissors. That's probably a little too little, and I wasn't going all the way down into that Mary. Okay, let's come back here, curve down, and always remember to move the paper more than you move your scissors. This is the worst bit that I hate, but that's okay. Okay, I did that. I've just got to do it one more time on the C, and we are all good. I'm just going to let the scissors bite there. It's the cutting backwards that gets me every single time, but actually having these pieces finer is definitely just going to make this look great and have a great finished product, where if I had left all the bulk in there, it would have looked odd because I've reduced the bulk in the way I have stamped these. Sorry, concentrating. That bit's over. Oh, that was way too close, but we'll live. Okay, cut that bulk off, and then it's just along the bottom we go. So I am purposely going slowly because if you go fast, you make mistakes. So we're going to do some wiggle waggles here again. Now we do have to go down around the T here. And I do keep moving my hands just to keep everything balanced and going along. But look at this. Some wiggle waggles. And we are one more snip and we are done. Yay. I don't know how I talked and did that the whole way through, but I did. So I'm looking here, where do I want to place it? Here I have pine cone and greenery, and does it look good there, or do I want it at the bottom? Kind of want it at the bottom. Well, class was good. Lavender's back. Now, to finish off this piece, you can see here it's curled and it's sitting up. So, to fix that and to smooth out all of our edges, I just take my bone folder and I just run across the back. And I just run over all these edges. And it has smoothed it out, but it has also just given us this here. So I'm liking that. I am thinking we need some more white in the card. Okay, so we're going to have a few options, and I may be thinking some white twine, like keeping it really, really simple and just wrapping that around a few times, because then we've got the white, but we're not covering up so much of the beautiful designer series paper. I do have some, no, I think baker's twine is going to be a bit too much, and the baker's twine that we've got is real red, not cherry cobbler, and that is the cherry cobbler version. Okay, so if I did that a few times, it'd look like that, but if I used this ribbon, it would look like this. So we'd kind of cover up that one's head. And it's not quite the same white, which I'm not keen on. You'll be able to see it when I put the Merry Christmas on there. So with that in mind, I'm going to go with the white baker's twine. So this comes in a pack. I think I've already used up one spool, and this is a essentials pack. So you get, I want to say you get grey granite, crumb cake, and I think I've already used a grey granite. So black, vanilla, white, crumb cake, and grey granite. So really nice neutrals. I've resisted purchasing another one because I can always colour this one with my Stampin' Blends if required. But I haven't required it yet. Okay. What do I need? What do I need? Now, this is where we pray. We grab our reverse scissors, and I'm thinking of just doing a knot. I don't want to do anything heroic because this paper is so busy. I think putting a bow would be possibly a little too much. So I think I like 3. 3 always just works, and I don't know why. So I do kind of want to go upside down. And oh, I put on the washing and didn't put anything in the dryer. Someone needs to remind me at the end that I need to put stuff in the dryer. So I'm just making sure my tension is good here, and I'm just going to pull this one to the top, so they're both at the top. So the back isn't going to look great, but the front is going to look wonderful. Okay, I may not need my reverse tweezers because we are just doing a knot. So she says. I may change my mind. I may not. We shall see. Sometimes my hands just don't like baker's twine because it's so fine and really hard for me to pick up and manipulate. Okay. Put it through the loop. Pull it through. Okay, is it a pretty knot? No. Is it a knot? Does it have good tension? Tick, tick, tick. So, just a knot. Keep it simple. Nothing fancy to see here. Oh, definitely nothing fancy about me cutting that twine. Much better. Okay, that piece can go in the bin. this piece can get straightened out, wrapped back around. So the spool is heaps. Get so much in this. Okay, so all my Baker's Twines live in a Ferrero Rocher box, and it just fits nicely into our Stampin' storage. So they're all corralled, but they're not, yeah, I can grab it out. Oh, doesn't that look nice? I always like the look of that. Now, what I could do, I could completely cover that knot. I could, but no. So what I'm going to do to move this Baker's Twine, just going to bend the paper a little and just pull it along. And then I'm going to see here, that's perfect. So I want dimensionals on the top, dimensionals along the bottom. So we're definitely using minis. And then I don't know that we need any embellishments. What do you think? Do we need any embellishments, or do we just leave it that the paper and the snow does all the talking for us? Okay. Because anything that goes on the twine here is just not really going to stick well. I may just need a little dab of glue. What's happened here? There we go. They're sitting correctly now. But this one here just does not know what it wants to do. That will do. Not the prettiest knot I've ever done in my life. Now, that's fine. If I just put those as close as I can to the bottom, I think we will be working. And then we are on to our final card. Well, I'm thinking cherry cobbler card base, of course, because it's just going to pick up all that beautiful cherry cobbler we've used. No embellishments. Okay. Not controversial, because I agree, but controversial for some. And it'll be Cherie, when she watches the replay, will go, what? No embellishments? What are you doing? She's the embellishment queen. So, yes. Take your pick tool. I had a new customer come to class on Sunday. And I have, as many of you know, I have multiple of these take your pick tools. And I do like to highlight them because they are so versatile. Oh my dear word. Right. And I showed her how the tools come off. I will pop this back on so I don't stab myself. And she thought each tool was a different tool. She didn't realize that that each tool that goes on the bottom is double-ended. So I've got my straight paper piercer, or I have my hook tool. And then I really don't like taking off this end because it's a blade. Now, you've just got to line up your notches here. So now that I am paying attention, and you just put it on and you twist, and then it doesn't fall off. And then this end just is a screw. So you can just see how I'm unscrewing that. I don't want to stab myself with the blade. I've gone close a few times. And then with the other one, I have the straight edge. And then this one goes to, let me unlock it, this one. So these ones are a little bit different. These are the ones that come with it. And then you have a mini spatula. And it comes with your putty that you can use for embellishments or picking up small elements on your card, and it just unscrews. And you can also get your I didn't put it back, you can get the die brush as well, which is a lot of fun. So there's a lot, it's a very versatile tool. You can just have one handle and change the tools as you need them, or you can be a little bit like me and just grab a couple and then have all the tools that you would like at hand. So I think I have 3 or 4 here on my craft desk. Okay, so let's just pop that tail under there. Oh, I'm loving that. And the white kind of draws everything together. And then some cherry cobbler paper. I'm going to have to put my new pack in here very, very shortly. Okay, let's check this, but I think there is like no contest. No, that is going to look perfect. Okay, but this is too big. It's not a cardboard size. So let's trim this down to 10.5 centimeters. There we go. That wiggled. Okay. 10.5 centimeters, and then we will score at halfway, which is like 15.85 centimeters, around there. So we so that puts that score line in the paper. Where we have scored down, we have that on the outside, and then we have the mountain on the inside, and that just means it closes together a little more nicely. Okay, take the bone folder, burnish that edge, and the card stays closed. So that is the aim of the scoring and the burnishing, is that the card stays closed. Okay, take our glue, because we have done that. Now we could Winkestella a few of the birds to give them a bit of a shine, so it's embellishing without adding bulk, which works lovely, but I'm just going to leave it as is because the snow drops in the background are almost embellishments themselves, and I didn't trim this one down enough. So we are going to have a strip at the top and a strip at the bottom. Works fine for me because I had already tied around the twine, and that's okay. So we do have a little bit of bulk here, but it's actually not too bad. So that is our card. I actually don't mind the strip all the way across with the colour. So that is card number 2. We're not even at an hour yet, guys. Look at us go. So glue to the side. We're finished with greetings of the season for the moment. Put away our scrap white cardstock just so I maybe might have a little bit of room. Okay, so this card here, I cut this at 7 centimeters. So the thing is, I kind of like this orange bird here, so I'm thinking I may want to cut this side. do I want to go portrait? Do I want to go landscape? I want to cut this down to a card front. This is, oh, I didn't take off my Band-Aid that you all, oh no one saw my Band-Aid. I got a blood test earlier. Thanks, Bev. I'm glad you like that last card. I don't want to, my skin is very reactive and likes to, and I can't even get it off, likes to react to stickiness of dressings and stuff like that. So yay for me, but I'll just try and remember to get that off. Good evening, Miss Cindy. How are you? Oh, you take off at 4 a.m. Do you feel ready? Are you excited? I know you get to see at least one of our lovely friends on the way. Now, I kind of do want to cut it down, but portrait or landscape? See, I could just cut this one off here and do portrait. I think I like that a lot. And then we've got no red in this card, so there can be no misconstruing that it might possibly be a Christmas card. That did close. No, there we go. Okay. So we have that here. Definitely need to mat it. But what colour? I may be thinking of keeping it quite neutral, grabbing out some grey granite. There we go. Maybe. See how we go. Just don't want to put my trimmer away just yet. Okay, so all the grey granite under that actually looks really good and makes that crumb cake pop. Because we've got the grey granite in this piece as well. Maybe I just grab a scrap of grey granite and see how the double mat would work. Keeping it quite neutral, because a neutral card is good for those occasions that aren't necessarily so sunny. Oh, hello, Patricia. Yes, this is lovely paper. I just had not cut into it before today. And I think out of all of the 6 designs, I so far have used 4. So this is number 3 and number 4. So we're doing, yes, doing that. Okay, so let's grab our dimensions here. So we are 7.5, so go to 8. 8 by 7.5. Okay. Sorry you can't see the top of my trimmer here, but trust me, it's getting cut. So I've done my 8. I shall do my 7.5. Oh, I didn't cut it the whole way. Oh, I have the adult children coming to inspect. I'm on card number 3 and I'm an hour in, guys.
Hey, you're good.
I know.
So good.
I know. Hold on. Let me get this out of the way. Please hold. Please hold.
So
for those of you who have come in late and missed my earlier cards,
she's not looking.
I did this one. Oh, God.
You said hold on.
Yeah.
I say hold on, so they are embracing each other and holding on. So we are using the Ness of Winter Designer Series paper. So I just cut that out and added the sentiment and the gems. The very Christmassy one, we kept it simple again, just showcasing the paper, just with a nice sentiment.
What time are they picking up on?
2.
2.
And then for this one, we're
We're going to do lunch now, then.
doing something like this. Oh, I do like the double matte in the same colour. It lets the colours in there pop. It's like a window.
It is.
It is. If only we were forward facing and I can show the amazing
You just shove
colour
your
of
head
your
under the
hair.
cover.
No, do not shove your head. Joy dyed her hair 2 shades of purple. Was it yesterday you
Yes.
actually did it? Yeah. It looks so cool. I'm just never going to bleach my hair to get my hair that purple. I'll wait for all my greys to come in, so then it will go that way all by
I'm
itself.
unlucky that way. I'm way too blonde for it.
Thursday, Frankie.
Who said that?
Thea.
Oh, picking up Frankie from daycare.
Yes.
Can you please put it in the diary? Is there any issue? Is there anything in the diary that's stopping us from picking up Franklin?
No.
No? Perfect. Chuck it in the diary. So then I remember. And we'll have to fix the car seat.
We have thing that
We should probably ask off live.
Yes, we should.
We will ask off live.
Yes. Well, you can ask on live. It's just, it's going to be on permanent record.
Yeah, no, it's to ask Thea later, so it's all good.
Oh, right. Okay. They're house sitting. House sitting for the bigger sister who is running away on a family holiday but needs animals looked after. So, yes. They're in planning stage. Okay, so what I've done is just to stick these layers together because that wasn't going to change. Look, I could have blended the edges and made them a little bit rustic, but I actually love the look of this being nice and clean. Yes, Miss Lavender.
Would you like anything from Easy Deans?
Surprise me.
Oh, okay.
Maybe fish and chips.
You want, okay.
Yeah?
Dad and I could share one. Yeah, there we go. A yummy lunch. Okay, so I've got this. So we're going to go back to our first stamp set, which is layering leaves. So I kind of like it being looking at a window and having something here. I am just going to have a bit of a play. And I may even put this onto something. I don't know. I don't maybe want to put it directly onto what we're doing here. This is where I'm hitting a stumbling block. I think maybe the thank you so much fits better. But do I put it onto a separate piece or do I stamp directly? Help me out, my friends. Help me out. I love the dottage in this set. Not that this has called for dottage, but it's amazing dottage if you like adding dottage to some of your stamping. just for some texture. And if I stamp it, I think I'm going to go with grey granite just to stay in the colour family. The more I look at it, you would stamp, yeah, my brain was just going there, Bev. Just stamp directly onto the DSP. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And then I'm even thinking of bringing back some of these, just to keep it nice and neutral. Okay, so bring back our scrap paper. I want to do some test stamping first, but if it doesn't work out, I will have to cover it. Does this need a touch of re-inking? No, if I... No, that's good. Okay. So, pray for me. So I can see the edges of the card. Leave it there, wait for the ink to transfer. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I can do a true test to see how crooked I got it. Right. How crooked did I get it? Oh, really? Really? That's bang on straight. It's very hard sometimes to tell when you've got the script and then that, it's just very hard. So yeah, okay, let's close this ink pad. Are we leaving this as it is, or are we embellishing? Because I kind of think it looks good as it is, or I could colour some embellishments in the grey granite, so then it all goes. Sorry, I'm a bit off screen here. Don't need that anymore. That can go there. This is definitely going to go on dimensionals, just to add a little something. And I'm very excited that the next Christmas Stampathon is going live tomorrow. I will be live on Thursday with my Christmas Stampathon projects. So join me on YouTube to find those projects and hope, because I don't know, I do know what I'm doing, but I'll do it from scratch on the day. The one thing that hopefully you will do between now and then is to check out our online exclusives, because they are live and they are all while stocks last. So if you like it and you want it, don't delay, pop it in shopping cart and check out, because there may only be a few units left, and if you dilly-dally and think about it, they could go forever and then you miss out, because once things go onto the clearance rack, this will definitely be the last time that you see them offered by Stampin' Up. Okay, now I need a little concentration time here. Just wondering what it might look like a little further down and connected. No, I do like it a little further up and not stuck like this. Okay. I think that's good. I think I am going to grab my iridescent pearls. I'm going to colour a couple with the dark grey granite. Now, I know they're iridescent. I will be covering some of the iridescence with the Stampin' Blend. So these are our alcohol markers. Oh, please tell me there's ink in this. Otherwise, there is ink in this. Okay. It's just not really changing it. It looks exactly the same. It looks like slightly darker, seriously. I can see the ink going on. It's like, seriously, barely changed it. And there isn't another colour darker. Maybe pecan pie. I've coloured them now, so I'm just going to go for it and see if dark pecan pie, that's barely changing it as well, but it's doing more than what that did. I don't know, because you can really still see the iridescence. Sweet dreams, Candy. Thank you so much. You're falling asleep. That's fine. I did that last night. I fell asleep heaps earlier than I thought I was going to. And fell asleep watching stuff and woke up to my AirPod sitting on my bedside table, on my pillow under my head this morning. Actually, you really can see in the video how dark they've got. So the pecan pie definitely did do the trick. I don't know if I'm just going to use these 3 big ones or if I am going to use some little ones as well. They look spectacular. Okay. I love those. See, you've just got to build up the layers. I think just using those, what do you think? Is that enough? So they actually blend in beautifully. So just to show you, like cap-wise, the difference, why I chose the pecan pie, because it is a brown, a grey brown. This is a grey brown as well, but it was just a little bit darker. So I knew tonally it would still work with what we've done here. I'm going to be really brave here. Just add in a bit more on the top. I didn't want to get any on the card. I'm thoroughly surprised I didn't. So this is just light pebbled path. I didn't want to go too dark. Nice. Thank you, Leslie. So would you believe, I reckon by the time I got going, I have done 3 cards in an hour. Just like that. Just like that. So getting white baker's twine and white ribbon and white embellishments are great to be able to customize to what you need, because I don't have any grey granite dimensional, not dimensionals, oh my dear word, embellishments, but I was definitely able to make something that worked really well. So the 2 cards that I have used the layering leaves in are these 2. So I've got a best wishes and a thank you. So we have used the Ness of Winter Designer Series paper. I don't have the matching stamp set, but we haven't needed it. 2 beautiful sentiments. Did I? Oh no, that was just a glue goober. 2 beautiful sentiments. We've paired 2 of the designer series papers here. So this piece is the back side of that piece. So I used 2 of that, used this smaller tree print, but I did make it a smaller piece. So it looks quite overwhelming in the largest piece, but by cutting it down, it just concentrates your eyes onto the smaller elements. Okay, and our Christmas card that we made, so I just kept the designer series paper as is. Basically, I paired together 2 of the sentiments out of the greetings of the season stamp set, and then I hand cut them out. So they look like they're meant to be one sentiment, but they actually aren't. They're 2 paired together. Added in some of our essential baker's twine in white, and that finished that card. So quick and easy ideas how to use designer series paper and make it sing. So the embellishments were the basic grey and smoky slate pearls on this card, and the iridescent pearls. Yes, iridescent pearls, and I've used some Stampin' Blends just to customize them to what we needed. So if you want to grab this paper, it is in the online store. While you're there, check out the clearance rack while stocks last, and join me on Thursday for my Christmas Stampathon projects. And if you aren't already part of the group on Facebook, it's Christmas Stampathon 2024, and the challenge will be up tomorrow 9 AM Australian time, and that marks us getting very close to Christmas. We are almost done for the year in creating our Christmas projects. I'm almost at the point where I can print off my Christmas labels and pair them up with cards and see exactly how many more Christmas cards I need to make. So I'm heading in the right direction, but you never know, I might actually have enough Christmas cards. I'd be pretty excited if I already had enough. It won't stop me making them, but I will sell those on or gift them to friends and family. So thank you. Have a great couple of days, and I will see you soon. Bye.